Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. So we have another 70-day prediction. I hope your week was fine. And let's get to it. As usual, pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 3 is on your right. If you need some more time, stop the video right here. And by the way, thanks for using the thank you button. I dearly appreciate you all. I'll see you in timestamps. Hey pile number 1, let's see what is up with you all the next week and a half. Whenever you come across this video, okay. Let's start with the archetype deck. And let's see. Oosh. Okay. First thing first, what I want to say, some of you are going to be very drawn to... There's something to do about the way you look. You may buy something, you may be drawn to shopping the next week and a half, specifically for accessories or maybe even stones or underwear, clothes, anything like that. I want to say you're quite open to receive the next week and a half, which is nice. I'm sensing that you may be getting quite a lot of downloads. It's very clear. What you're getting from above, from the source, universe, God, it's very clear. So you're channeling very clearly. There is no disturbance, there is no mist, there is nothing, no interferences there. So those who work in this field, you'll be very happy about the info that you're receiving and how you're able to speak it. What you're saying to the world, how you word things. Some of you might be into public speaking as well here, or you've done that before. Let's go, let's pull more cards, let's see what is up here. So this is just basically stuff that I got from this card without tying this to the meaning of this card. We're gonna read this, I think, a bit later on. Let's take the texture tarot. And let's see. Let's clarify this card that you have. And let me adjust you a tiny little bit. Here we go. What is happening? There is a sense of freedom the next week and a half to you. There is a sense of freedom. What did I say? We have the Chariot here. A lot of things. You can expect progress in your life. Respect. Let's see in which area. Where do we see this progress? And again, remember how I said about accessories? We talked about this. Clothes, anything like that. Look how she's dressed. You may be also into charms or buying new charms for yourself. Anything that blinks, really, and kind of something catches your eye, an object, accessory. Let's see. Next week and a half. In which area of our lives do we see the progress? Oosh. You're very inspired in your ventures. So there's something that you want to proceed with, and I think it's related to your creative project. This might be created to one of your passions. It seems like you're very hyped up about it and you can't wait for it to storm off. You're in your power like this. You're in your power, you're in creative pursuits. So if you are going to be drawn to any kind of creative ventures, it's saying that's your way to go. Intuitively, it seems like your higher self is pulling you in that creative venture. So do not shy away from it. It's quite a fertile, sexual, creative week, pile number 1, I must say. Some of you might feel a bit more sexual than before. For some of you, you're just gonna want to explore new things when it comes to intimacy. Others, you will do that through your creative work. Okay, through your art, whatever that art represents. People are looking up to you the next week and a half. You may be drawn to warm tones in general, what you choose to wear or what draws your eye. You also have the Judgment here. Let's see. Let's pull more cards. Let's see. I want to use the Triple Goddess Tarot now. Look at these colors. I do like. There's something to do with aesthetics. You're very visual the next week. These cards from these sides go very well together tone-wise. These cards tie in very nicely too. You may be into design. You may be into anything that's really visual. Maybe you're trying to progress in those fields. Could be even posts, the way you post, or what kind of colors you choose for your thumbnails or for your art, for your pictures. Interior design. It seems like you're very visual and you are creating something beautiful. Someone is being gifted flowers, or if it's not flowers, whatever that would be, it could be even a nice gesture from someone. You appreciate it the next week. It's like the world or one particular person wants to celebrate your existence. Like, so on top of the Chariot, we have the Six of Swords. You may be traveling somewhere. You may be traveling somewhere. Either you're traveling with someone or you're taking your inner child on board. It's a very playful time. Come out of the cave. If you're watching this whilst you feel a little bit meh and you stayed indoors for too long or you didn't explore the outdoors, your cards are asking for you to do that, okay? There's someone who's very protective over you. Someone wants to see you grow and blossom. So look, with realization and particularly this card, you're writing down the downloads that you're getting, or you're writing down something that you're getting from your soul. It's the connection with the above, it's very clear. I think you're gonna receive information that's gonna be quite beneficial, or you will want to share it with the world. So what I receive, I speak it, I write it. This is the vibe. What are you focusing on, or what would be beneficial to focus on the next week? What are you focusing on, or what would be beneficial for you to focus on the next week? Ooh, again, look at the colors. Look at how those cards are coming out here, right? See what I mean? It seems like you're focusing on your insecurities for a lot of you. You're focusing on your insecurities, those who have their hearts closed or had it closed for a while due to some maybe past event. You really want to dive deep and understand how you can overcome this, because you know that the world needs your heart to be open so that you can attract things your way. And especially if you were in your head too much, it feels like you want to dive deeper to understand yourself better. Why do I see myself in a different light than maybe other people see me? Okay, and other people see you as someone who they want to put on a pedestal, someone who they respect, etc., etc. But sometimes you don't see yourself for who you truly are. So your focus is, how can I find peace with myself? The way I look, the way I talk, or any insecurity that you have. It seems like you're trying to dive deeper to really get to the origin of it and to sort it out. You might feel quite emotional throughout that time, so release any emotions. Let them flow through you. Do not close your heart space. Do not be quiet, I'm hearing. Talk about it. Be vulnerable. You're going to have a chance to open up to someone, and I feel like it's going to be a very healing conversation. Okay? Let's see. Subconscious. It's all about subconscious. Your focus point is subconscious, or at least that's something that you are advised to do. Dive deep. See how you feel about yourself. Face yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are overcoming this. You're on the verge of it. You're overcoming one insecurity that stopped you from doing something that is really important to you in your life. Okay? Yeah, nice. Look. The Queen of Cups is here. You are coming out on top here. It seems like you found peace with your emotions, and those emotions maybe were not very easy to handle or easy to deal with. And now you're finding peace and resolution. Nice. What to watch out for? What to watch out for? Pile 1. What? Okay, don't hold on to things that make you feel cold. Okay, that don't warm you up. Yes, it may provide something too, maybe financially, but it's saying it's been too long now that you're feeling cold, or you're feeling unappreciated, or you're feeling like you're not living your best life. So you're being asked to look at those things. See, she's outside. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's safe and secure, but she's alone there. Even that fire is not really warming her up. So metaphorically, what is this for you? Right? Maybe it's time to get up from that throne and look somewhere else to go. Make sense? What is improving? No, actually, I'm keen to look at, there was one person that was influential, someone that wants to gift something to you or shows appreciation. Let's check in. Let's see who they are. Who is this person? You have the Magician. Who is this person? Someone who wants to they're focused on their manifestations now, what they're trying to achieve in life. They're very career oriented. This is someone who either is going through difficult times right now, or they're suffering from some sort of addiction or bad coping mechanism. But this person seems like they want to talk about a working project, something to do with home environment, maybe even for some of you. They want to propose something about a new place or a new space that you may like. Someone might be asked to move in with someone else, I feel like. But I'm not sure if you're gonna do that, or it seems like you're just kinda pondering. You're not sure what you wanna do about that situation. You're not sure if that would be a right move for you. So you kinda retreat and you go like, okay, what do I wanna do about this? What do I wanna do about this? That person is proposing to change something about the environment. This could be, for example, getting a new job offer, so you would be working in a different environment. Makes sense? So try and translate it depending where you are in life. This is someone who can read you easily. This is someone who can read you easily. This person may have psychic abilities, but this is someone who's battling with something internally. There's a lot in their head. It's interesting because they want to offer you something nice, like they want to provide to you in a way. But at the same time, they're not talking about it, but they could use someone like that in their own life. There is a vibe of selflessness here to this person. If this person sits more in a darker aspect, I'd say watch out with these two cards in particular so that you don't play games with you. But don't feel like for most of you that's the case. This is someone who wants to become closer with you. Would it be romantically, platonically, right? Business partnerships, anything like that. They want to tie some sort of a tie with you and they're hoping that you're going to agree. But they're like, I don't know, will they? Should I propose this? I'm not sure how they're going to take it. Okay? And remember, the main card that you have is the Lover. Let's dive in. I'm just going to read from the book the light and dark aspects of this card. Bear with me. When light, connection, expansion, devotion, or when dark, indulgence, attachment, obsession. Exactly. So remember how I said before, like there might be a person who is maybe has problem with some sort of substance or overindulging. Maybe this is you, maybe this is someone that you're dealing with. But that's what wants to be highlighted for you the next week, okay? Remember, if you're going to be in light aspect, connection, expansion, devotion, or when you're in a dark aspect, indulgence, attachment, obsession. So that's something to be paid attention to. And on the side it says, when you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you will feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. And that's exactly what you're doing with this card in particular that we talked about. If you tend to judge yourself, or if you tend to have very low self-esteem, it seems like you're trying to find this within you. So I hope you have a great week. As usual, as I said in the intro, I don't know if you skipped it or not. Thank you for using the thanks button. And if you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. Bye, tribe. Hey, tribe, whoever has chosen pile 2, let's see what is up with you all the next week and a half. Let's put it right here. Oh, yes, I freaking love this card. Apart from what is obvious here, I'm gonna talk about the things that I see just purely from art. So let me channel a bit. You connecting with two things that I'm seeing here. I'm hearing the fluid and the solid material, which is nice, which talks about the balance for me. Now, specifically when we talk about the water, the ocean, the sea, the lakes, it seems like you're gonna be feeling quite rejuvenated, especially if you're going to be spending some time by the body of water. You may be gazing into the sun or gazing into something that is in the sky, maybe a star or something like that. And I think you're receiving quite a lot of downloads there. But I want you to be cautious of one thing. Don't overdo it because it seems like someone might start dissociating. Make sure that you know you're gonna feel the vibe. Once you feel like there is too much of it, you start kind of drifting into a different reality. I just want to say that it's okay to drift away, but in this case, it feels like it could throw you off because I'm seeing the ground underneath your feet start disappearing. So you may be a little bit floaty for the next couple of days, and I don't think you'd like that. But for the rest of you, what I'm seeing, it seems like you are trying to do some sort of, either you're doing visualization or you're doing some sort of shamanic or witchy work that includes one of the earth elements. Specifically, water here is very important, or wood, okay? Trees. Maybe you're doing something with both, I'm not sure. But there is a lot of mystery that I'm seeing here in the water. So as if it's reeling you in. It's very hypnotizing. If you'll want to do maybe self-hypnosis, you can do it by the water. Set an intention for the water to cleanse the parts of you, maybe energetically, spiritually, or physically, that maybe you were not able to do on your own. So that water acts like a healer for you. And I want to breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you're doing some breath work as well the next week. That's going to be quite impactful. Let's see which deck are we using for you all. I feel like I want the Tarot of the Angels. Let's go. Color blue might be drawing you in. You're paying attention to blue objects. Maybe the way you dress or what you choose to wear. You're choosing colder tones. So let's clarify this card. Let's see what is up. I'm hearing by the water, I feel like home. You may be visiting a place that feels like home, or you've been there before. Let's see. Let me pull more cards and we're gonna read them together. Oh, wow. There is something happening to your structure in life. Someone who's been clinging on to only this way and no other way, some sort of technique that you had, or a way that you were doing things before, you're knocking it down, or it's being knocked down. It's interesting because next week it seems like it's not about structure. It's not about sticking to what you know about. It's about trying new things. That's where it seems like you're being headed to. And when I said headed to a split deck, we have a Chariot here. See? So it seems like you may be dealing with a person, or maybe you tend to be like that sometimes yourself. Whoever this is someone who's quite bossy, or maybe your boss in your workplace, or maybe a parent. Doesn't matter who this person is. If you're dealing with someone who's quite stuck up, it feels like you're gonna see them being challenged, because they said that this is the way that it works best. There is no other way. And you see them swallowing their own words the next week. Or someone is swallowing their own words and they're like, okay, it's not only black and white, it's gray. I get it now. Let me clarify this. Where is my steampunk? Wait. I hope I can find this deck today, not tomorrow. Because I don't remember where I put it. Maybe here? Yep, got it. Okay. Just want to clarify one thing here. I don't know why, but literally like Rihanna's song rang in my head. We found love in our hopeless place. Like this is the vibe when I look at this Ace of Pence and the Six of Cups. And it's clarified by the Success in Love, which comes up to number 6. This is 1 and 5, and this is 1 and 6. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be love that you're feeling internally, right? You're going somewhere, you're experiencing a place maybe, or a person, or an offer of some sort that's gonna feel very familiar to you. Someone is feeling like home. Wherever they go, they're feeling like home. So I don't know where you're going. Let me see. And this is such a mysterious pile, because as if I'm not being shown everything, and because you're not supposed to know everything. Next week is not about the structure. That's very interesting. It seems like it's about experimentation. You may be swayed more towards your feelings than the logic next week. So if you're gonna have a hiccup at work, it's saying we're trying to push you to look at something else in your life apart from work. What needs attention? What needs attention? That card wants to come out, so we'll take it. Let me see. Yeah. The King of the Ocean. So we have the two Emperors here. Listen, you discovering something that feels familiar to you, that you haven't experienced before, that's gonna start providing a different type of experience. It's gonna start providing some sort of potential in your life that you see. I thought of this or I saw this and I go, okay, I feel like I need to do this. It feels like exactly what I'm supposed to do. It feels like that's very important on my path. And you're building upon it long term. It seems that it's going to be quite an investment, I'm hearing, because we're seeing the Ten of Pens. This is going to be very resourceful to you in the long run. I wouldn't be surprised if some people were meeting the next week or talking to a person. First of all, they feel like home. And you see the potential in this relationship. And some of you might even be talking about marriage. Others of you, this is a work situation where you see a potential in something that you always were drawn to, or you kept being swayed back to something. And you go, fuck it, that's something that I love doing. Why don't I do this now? So you're changing the way of doing things here. And you're going to surprise yourself. I want to say that. You're going to surprise yourself. Again, I split the deck. We have the Six of Cups twice, and we have the Emperor twice here. Boom. Okay. Let's get more info. What is improving the next week? What do you see improving the next week? Or week and a half? The moment when you somehow detach from work or don't push something too much, that's when it starts falling into places. Oh. Yeah, expect good news in your careers or projects. Someone may be even sending you a message about something, or you may be talking to the other person about something, specifically about work. And you go, damn, okay, that's a great idea. Thanks for that. See you later. Because you want to rush in and start doing something. You want to start working on this. Or you want to reply to that email that you want to take that job offer. Something like that. What to watch out for? What to watch out for the next week, week and a half. So again, same thing that I started with. Don't be floaty, okay? Daydreaming and kind of detaching from reality, what is here and now, is not going to be beneficial. It's going to be wasteful, I'm hearing. It's wasteful. Your card the next week want to be here and now and observe everything from that angle, okay? Especially if you've been daydreaming about something quite a lot. Would it be a person? Would it be a job or a project? It's saying next week is not the time for you to continue doing this. Next week is all about action. Okay? Taking that pentacle here and molding something out of it. Someone constantly thinks that they need help with something, but that's not necessarily true. It's saying get this out of your head. You don't need to be supported in that area all the time, because I'm seeing someone who's capable to do it on their own. This is quite a specific message for someone. So for example, if you suck at tech, instead of learning how to do something, you constantly seek for advice or help from other, and you never learn then on your own because you constantly seek for help. So why not, your cards are saying, instead of constantly seeking for help or giving someone to lead, allowing someone to lead you, why not leading yourself? Why are we seeking for someone else's maybe acknowledgement, someone else's leadership, or someone else's skill? You can do it on your own. Learn something on your own. There's a bit of childish behavior here that we're seeing. Maybe that's someone that you're dealing with. It's saying we're not a child anymore, okay? We gotta take ownership. Could be simple things. For example, if someone is used to the other doing everything or planning everything, it's saying now, we're switching it up. You need to step into those shoes now yourself, okay? I'm also hearing don't give up on something. You've been working on something for a while. It's not time to give up on something. You can refresh it instead of completely getting rid of it. So for example, I'm seeing someone writing a poem on paper, and instead of them using different words to improve that poem, I'm seeing them erasing it and replacing sentences or words with more colorful ones. Instead of that, someone just kind of gets pissed off and throws that piece of paper in the trash. It's saying that's not needed. You don't have to scrap the whole poem. You can tweak that poem and it's going to be great. You don't have to scratch what you have. Completely start from the ground, from ground zero. Some of the things that you have going on, they're good, but we're expanding upon that, okay? I hope this made sense. Let's see what else. Oh, damn. Okay. Your heart is inspired to learn or to start something new here that's making you feel quite passionate, and you know deep down that's gonna be leading you towards success. I must say, with these cards, this feels quite sexual. So maybe you're dealing with a person who might be younger or very youthful, vibe-wise, or maybe age-wise. And you'll want to explore them, or they will want to explore you. Let me tell you that for sure. Anything else? How do you feel about this? Let me see. How do you feel about this? You're a bit like pushed and pulled towards that. You're like, I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, the Hanged Man. How is this other person feeling regarding that? Oh, you're both in the same kind of similar boat. You kind of putting the brakes on. The other person wants to know more about you. The other person kind of senses something about you that they maybe may not make sense of why they're being drawn to you that way. They're like, the heck is this? But I feel like this could be good. And they take some time to reflect what they're sensing, what they're feeling. And, you know, that's the conclusion, how they're feeling. I mean, there's a lot of fire here. So I'm just saying, someone has hots for you the next week and a half. And honestly, I don't know if you're gonna know about that, if they're gonna express that to you. You're gonna have to read between the lines, because it doesn't feel like someone's gonna come forward that way. It more so feels like that's something that you need to know about, that person feels that way, but they might not show it to you. But the way they act, or little things that they do, or what they talk about, is going to be a clue for you, a sign for you. So now, let's look at the light and the dark aspects of the ocean. And this is your main energy for the next week, your highlight. So when this card is light, it says, deeper than deep, big dreams, discovery. When dark, subsumed, drowned, polluted, unpredictable. So I hope this made sense, tribe. Thanks for being here and for using the thanks button. I appreciate you all. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. Have a great week. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3 people. So let's see what we got for the next week, week and a half, whenever you come across this video. Oh, geez. I freaking love this. We're going to look at the light and the dark aspects of this card later on. But I just want to see what images this card gives me. Someone's got something valuable. This is a physical thing, an object, piece of jewelry. Either this is something that you're finding or you found already, or you were given. This might be generational, so your grandma, your grandpa, mom, dad, doesn't matter, sister, brother. But it seems like this is bringing you quite a lot of success, and it's like a lucky charm. Either you being given that, or you were given that already, or you finding it somewhere. A lucky charm, it doesn't have to be, you know, like a piece of jewelry necessarily. Maybe that's something that you're finding on the way somewhere and you're really being drawn to that thing. Could be as simple as a random stone that you're bringing with you, and that energy helps you manifest things in the long run. So be aware of what draws your attention the next week and a half. It's something physical, and it seems like it has a very powerful energy in it. Don't be deceived by the way it looks, okay? It may look very, very simple, but it has this powerful energy behind it. Let's see. Pile 3, what is up? It unlocks something within you. By the way, these cards are called mystical reading cards, I believe. Examine your integrity, okay? I want to use different cards for pile 3. It's a different vibe. We're also using the Urban Tarot. Oh, wow. There's a sense of poshness here. Either other people see you being quite posh or living the best life, or you're gonna be living it, literally. There's celebrations to be had, very nice environment, aesthetics where you go or who you go with. There is something to do with, I'm living my best life the next week. I don't know where you're going, what you're doing, but it seems like you're also very reflective. You're like, okay, this is my life that I have, but I am not cocky about it. There is a sense of being humble about what you have or who you're with, or the love that you have in your life. Would it be friends? Would it be romantic relationships? But you're appreciating the people that you're with the next week, week and a half. I cannot make this shit up. Look at this. 10 and 9 of cups together. Especially when you're eating the food or you are drinking something, it seems to be such a freaking peaceful vibe. You feel like you're exactly where you need to be in life. You know, there is that sense of peace and gratitude that comes through energetically, emotionally the next week, week and a half. And you're pretty proud of yourself, how far you've come. You may even get like flashbacks where I was before and where I am today. Let's pull from El Goliath deck. Let's see. I want to clarify the medallion card because it's quite a powerful vibe that I'm getting from it. Wait, the cards are mixed up a bit. It is a powerful freaking vibe. You're understanding where your happiness lies. If you had no clue before, like, I don't know what makes me happy. What is it that I want to do? Or what is it that draws my attention? Next week, you're very clear about that. A wish is coming true. Some sort of a wish is coming true. Look, we have the 4 of Wands in this deck. It's called the Beaming Vessel. I'm telling you. Look, there's fertility that is being highlighted here. It's quite a luxurious week. You may be drawn to luxurious things. You may be drawn to, like, I'm seeing champagne. I'm seeing really beautiful pictures. You are glowing the next week, week and a half. You're glowing and the world can see that. And they want a piece of that. So you're probably getting quite a lot of attention or messages online. People might just be kind of checking in on you because they want some of what you have. Okay? I mean, come on. The Ten of Pentacles, the oyster of Metatron. I mean. So we talked about luxury, and here it seems like it's going to be passed on somehow. This luxurious lifestyle or whatever you have that feels luxurious to you at that moment is being gifted to you as a thank you from, it feels like, either the ancestor. You're gonna understand why you met the people that you know so far in your life, and it seems like these are the people who are able to provide really good ideas or things in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be material. Maybe it's the feeling that they give you. But it seems like your work is on point. You're not worried about money. You're feeling quite rich in many ways. This is a great fucking week, pile number 3. Let me tell you that. Some of you might be thinking about buying a house, buying a home, or you're getting ideas about that, where you want to live, what kind of house or apartment you want to have, and what you're gonna start building towards to. What's improving the next week and a half, apart from all the things that we already looked at? What is improving? Relationships all over the board. Relationships, love, there's a lot of it. Let's see, let's tune in. Is there any specific person here or just in general? Because it feels like it's coming from various of different places. It's not necessarily tied to one person. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be feminine, or this could be a female in your life. Someone who has more feminine energy, or they're in it. Let's see. Intertwined snakes. Yeah, someone that you were supposed to meet in this life to do something important. Let's see. Who is this person? This person have gone through quite a rough patch in relationship area. I feel like there was confusion. There was like something is not going the right way. Yeah, now they are starting to progress in that area. Whoever this person is, it seems like their relationships are improving in their life, and they're noticing that. Slowly, I'm seeing one step at a time. They might have had an issue with one person in the past. In particular, maybe they were burned, maybe they were disappointed, maybe they were not treated right. Those who experience that themselves, and this is not about the other person, this is about you, it seems like you're finding hope, or you're finding the light in someone else. You see that what you experienced in the past is not going to play out again. Make sense? Yeah, you're not taking any of the crap anymore. You know that you have choices, plenty of fish in the sea. If you allow yourself to think that way, if you allow yourself to believe in that, because we have subconscious here. And things are slowly starting to balance out in your life, okay? What do we need to know this? Love all the way throughout this whole reading. Love and luxury. If I had to sum up your reading, it's love and luxury. I mean, come on. What do we need to know about that? You're cutting some sort of a tie or a cord. Some of you created that yourself, like some sort of a blockage or a stop, especially if you have your own business. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why is it not going the way that I want it to go? Or for example, overall independence. Why don't I feel completely independent on my own? Because there was some sort of tie or attachment, energetic bond to either idea that you kept believing in, or a previous person, and it seems like you're releasing that, you're understanding that, and here you go, you're in balance with temperance. What to watch out for the next week and a half? What to watch out for? Overindulgence, victim mentality, You're not it, okay? You're not it. What to watch out for? It's saying don't come back to things or same scenarios that burned you before, because I feel like there might be a test that's, yeah, it's like you're being tested the next week. Have you learned that lesson, or you're gonna come back into that situation? Specifically for people who dealt with third parties before, where you knew that there was someone else in the picture, but you're like, okay, I like this person so much that I don't care. Where someone who really stood solidly on their own ground and they prioritize their values, they would be like, you know what? I would rather leave it be for now, because I don't want any interferences. I prefer a clean slate. That's what I deserve. And I'll just kind of leave it be. And I think that is something that might be coming back to a similar situation like this, where you took something, you accepted something that wasn't good enough for you before, and you just kind of rolled with it because you were desperate for some sort of attention, or you were lonely and you were like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna take this. I'll take what I get. Now it seems like it's switching, and the next week you're gonna be tested in that area. Will you take what you are given, or will you think about it if that's something that you truly desire and need right now? Is this good enough for your values? This is the vibe, yeah? Yeah, someone's patience is being tested here. And maybe you struggle with that a lot of times, especially when it comes to love, or when it comes to happiness, okay, overall. You're like, okay, maybe this is gonna make me happy. This is a quick fix. It's gonna make me happy now, and I'll take it. And the cards are saying, but you truly desire and deserve the long-term happiness instead of a quick fix. Think about that. And that's why we have the Ten of Pentacles here saying we deserve this longevity. We deserve to build upon strong foundation and to make the best out of it. Now let's look at the medallion card, the light and dark aspects of it. Bear with me. Yeah. So when this card is light, upholding tradition, protecting, honoring. When dark, burdensome, inheritance, habituation. Okay, so it seems like some of you might even be doing some sort of work on in generational trauma, generational curses, generational patterns that are bad or heavy. Or you've done this before already and you see this play out now. You've done the work and you're being rewarded for that. You feel very traditional in the best way, okay? That traditional not in a way that restricts you, but you're honoring the best of the traditions, if that makes sense. And you're protecting that. For example, family values, or what family values you have. Make sense? So, I feel like that was a short and sweet one, pile number 3. If you need more content, I'll see you on Patreon. And thanks for using the thank you button on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Until the next time.